What's up, YouTube? MainManSWE here. Hoping all of my children are doing awesome as always. I'll be doing a little video here where I'm gonna talk about the updated data, updated RARA. I'm gonna try this again. I'm very, very old. You have to remember this. The updated data. That's actually kind of hard. Don't even attempt it to say updated data. At least not if you're a Swede or from Scandinavia. It's Olbase or Olba, a Reddit user, Tekken player. Like every 6 months or whatever, I haven't kept track, but he gives us the data on character usage, which is super interesting. And he also gives us the rank distribution. What is the most common rank? How many people are Tekken God Primes, etc., etc. So it's super interesting. Hopefully I don't get anything wrong. I'm a little bit tired right now. I remember last time I did this, I said a million things and I got a little number wrong. And I remember him in the comment section, and I was like, Olba, I'm so sorry. I did my own interpretation. I'm so sorry. But so let's take a look at it, and Olba, I guess, is going to correct me if I get something wrong here. But this is the character usage data, and number 1 and number 2 is not surprising in the least. Paul and Kazuya have been the most popular characters since forever. You can see season 2. Number 1, number 2, it just does not change. It just remains the same. These two are by a mile the most popular characters. And in third place, we find Brian. And as you can tell here, he's actually moved up a little bit. He used to be 4th place in season 2, and then he's advanced. But here, immediately, we can see changes. Season 2, number 3 was Armor King, so Brian was number 4. And Armor King has remained a solid top 4 for a long time, as you can see here. But he's actually had to move aside for the potato bags, Fakum Ram and Leroy, who are... Leroy, last time I checked this list, I think Leroy was like at 7th place, and he's just moving up and up. He's just more and more popular. And yeah, that's new modern Tekken for you. And I'll be showing you soon. We're gonna look at individual ranks. And you'll see how these guys, Paul and Kazuya, and I was just explaining to chat, I find this so interesting. It's like my experience with Tekken, I live and breathe this game like every day. And I get an idea of how the rank distribution operates and how certain characters are easier than others. Even though people hate that, some people say that, like me, but yeah, certain characters in beginner and intermediate are gonna carry you more than others. I don't find that controversial at all. I mean, it's just black and white. That's just how it is. But it's so nice to see that Paul and Kazuya, you're going to see that when we look at ranks like Seiryu, you'll see a lot of them. There will be a lot of Seiryu, Paul and Kazuya. So they're doing super well in those ranks. But then, as we go from rank to rank, all the way to Emperor and Tekken God, you see Paul and Kazuya's go down, and you'll see Leroy and Fakum Ram slowly but steadily, completely taking over and dominating. And those characters play themselves, basically. So it's just this experience I have, and it's nice to see it reflected in the statistics that, yes, if you want a high rank, those two are your go-to characters, and maybe some other characters as well you could fit into that list. But let's not go too far on that tangent. And then Armor King is at 6th place, still insanely popular. And yeah, and if you're wondering why you'll never see Tekken 8, like total sales of Tekken 7 just hit 7 million. And in your top 6 most played characters, 3 of them are DLCs. So they're selling a lot of DLCs, is my guess. So Season 5 is probably going to happen. And then we have Dragunov at 7th, Devil Jin, King, Hwoarang, Steve is at 14th place. Kazumi at 15th place. One of the newcomers that does the best. I mean, she's dead, but you know you're gonna see her in Tekken 8. I mean, she's beloved by the pro players. 15th place among the casual community. Like, dead or not, she's making it to Tekken 8. Very successful new character. Oh, sorry. Lo is at 16th place. Lars is pretty high up. So any surprises here? Not really. Everything else looks kind of the same. Ganru is always the least played character. Like, always. No one plays him. There was a guy in Sweden who played him, but he died yesterday. He was 89. And then you have Panda, Zafina again. No one plays Zafina. And Akuma, and this also, you know, everyone hates on 2D characters. Akuma is so unfair. Yeah, he's in 45th place. You'll see more of Lucky Chloe and Master Raven, and I never see those characters. And yeah, Akuma, it's like, you know, once per year I run into an Akuma, basically. And Geese, 35th place. Bob is more popular than Geese. So again, Geese is very popular among high-level players, but in the general community, not really. So these are interesting things to note, like what happens with a character depending on, you know, the rank and level of play. And just overall, you know, how well they are received by the casual community and then the pro community. Yeah, it's very interesting. So who has seen the biggest drop in popularity? Here's -6 placings. And it is no other than Lucky Chloe. I don't know, did it take me whining a little bit about her in a video for people to realize that she's super annoying? I'm surprised she's even this high up, to be honest. And then -6, Katarina and Lucky Chloe take huge hits. The two, in my opinion, arguably the two worst newcomers. And I'm not surprised, their designs are horrible. Is anyone else taking a big hit? No, it's both of them by far. By far, they have taken the biggest hit. -4 on Alyssa. Alyssa is also dropping a bit. +7. Julia. Julia is increasing a lot in popularity. Also not surprising, suddenly the community is talking a lot about her strength. So a lot of people are picking her up due to that, I think. But yeah, it's just not too surprising in terms of character usage. And King is in the top 10. Devil Jin and Jin are in the top 10. But yeah, look out for the boys Fakumram and Leroy. Incredibly easy, they play themselves, and incredibly strong. So how does that translate into the ranks? And this is what I found the most interesting. And as I said, like how the statistics just reflect my experience with the game. And here you'll see Seiryu ranks, and there are more Seiryu ranks than there are Tekken God ranks, right? So here you'll see there are a lot of Kazuya's and Pauls here because they are the most popular characters. And you're going to see that you find the most Kazuya and Pauls in these ranks. They don't really make it to the highest ranks. Not a lot of them, at least. The characters that are going to make it to the highest ranks are, you know, characters like Fakumram and Leroy. They're very easy. So you can keep note here. Here's Kazuya. And here's Paul. We can zoom this in quickly. And just for reference, and just as a comparison, you can take a look at Leroy. He's here. This is Leroy. And we're gonna have Fakumram over here. So right now, here at Seiryu, there's nothing dramatic at all about Fakumram and Leroy. They're doing well, but it's not explosive. There are quite a few characters here who can match the performance. But then we go down, so we're going to take one rank at a time. We're at Seiryu, now we're at Suzaku. Kazuya and Paul are still holding strong. Now we're gonna see, okay, Mighty Ruler, it's the same. Revered Ruler, it's the same. Divine, Eternal. Now Kazuya is dropping a bit. And suddenly he's being overtaken by Brian, but Paul is still holding strong. Fujin, oh, what happened? Kazuya is now matched by Leroy. Leroy is there. Paul is still hanging on. And Fakuram, you see Fakuram over here? And then Raijin, Fakuram and Leroy doing very well. And from now on, they're just going to excel. So we're gonna quickly go through the last of ranks. Yaksa, Ryujin, Emperor, Tekken King. You see Leroy? This is Leroy. This is Fakuram. Tekken God. True Tekken God. Tekken God Prime. Do you see that? That is what I call, you know, a character that is very, very poorly thought out. A character that has an answer for every situation, moves that cover every single situation. You know, a single move, like Leroy's Hell Sweep, Orbital, whatever, back 1+2. And what happens when you make a character enormously powerful and enormously easy? It's usually like pick one. But yeah, I found this to be eye-opening and very interesting. And here we have the rank distribution in terms of what ranks are the most common. And Brawler is still the most common rank. So Olba, again, I hope I'm not misinterpreting. How do you pronounce that? Misinterpreting. I hope I'm not getting this wrong. Brawler still the most common rank. A little bit surprising, maybe. I know a lot of people think it's red ranks now for some reason, but they are the most common, but no. And here you can see if you've reached Tekken God Omega, you're in the top 0.09%. And from what I've seen, this number includes quite a few cheaters. So yes, Tekken God Omega is a rank reserved for the best competitive players. It's just what it is. If you have an Omega rank, you're either a cheater or we've seen you in a tournament perform really well. If we haven't seen you in a tournament, you're most likely a cheater. So Genbu, still quite a lot of people in Genbu, but most biggest ranks are Brawler. That's where you'll find the majority of people. Brawler, Fighter, Warrior. Not so many in Vanguard and Marauder, and I think it's because people desperately want to reach the next rank. You don't stop at a rank that's in between. You go for the first yellow rank or the first orange rank, and then you stop. But yes, I think that's what I wanted to discuss regarding this topic. But it's again very interesting. And Fakumram and Leroy are insanely popular to an almost unbelievable degree. Like how, what was it? Top 4 and 5? Yeah, top 4 and 5 most played characters are Fakumram and Leroy. And they're destroying everyone. So, and those of you who think that Fakumram is low tier now after the latest patch, it's like, no, he's still top 5, most likely. So, and Leroy is still super strong. But yes, very interesting statistics. So big thanks again to Olba for compiling all of this for the community. Means a lot. I love keeping track of this stuff. So please keep it up, sir. I hope you do. Thank you.